okay, right? I think it's for Mr. Stephen also to perhaps give a little bit of summary, okay, and also maintain frank speaking. When I saw the list of products you gave me, myself is like, oh, I'm a little bit lost, I must say. Okay? I can see you have products like acid amino and all that, so I don't know what is it for. So I thought today I would like you to actually explain to us, your products are for what, right now. So don't feel like as though you are selling, because these your products are good, okay, right now. Why not you just explain to us, Yeah, okay. So over to you, Stephen.
Good evening, everyone. Okay, first of all, hopefully the line is better this round. Unlike last week, we have some trouble with the connection. So I hope everyone can hear me for now. Yes, all right. So thank you. First of all, I would like to say thanks to Yaya-san, to Esther, and to everyone to take your precious time, your Sunday times off to come and attend some Q&A session. Maybe some of them, we have a lot of doubts about agriculture, a lot of doubts about farming, a lot of doubts about what is EM, what can EM do, how does EM able to do into doing the composting, bokashi, or whatsoever. So perhaps if there's any questions that any one of you all have some doubts or queries, please feel free to ask me. I can just do my best to answer whatever that I know. So as I mentioned last week, that I know that a lot of people are good gardeners, good growers. I can see a lot of people that have a lot of experience, true experience, and they're given a lot of good ideas, a lot of sharing, which is very good. So perhaps what I can do is that I can give a little bit of our goodness about EM to add into your already good gardens, and perhaps you can flourish even better, and you can do in an organic way and free from fertilizers and all these pesticides, and then you can have a sustainable homegrown gardens with full of veggies and plants, and also you can be safe to eat, your own homegrown plants. So I can see there are some new faces this week. Like last week, what I have mentioned before, that some of our EM members that is in our group chat, I have a few other group chats, they have not been buying any vegetables from Pasar Malams or morning market for the past 2-3 years. This is amazing. So it's all about homegrown, and you can grow. The thing about good farming is that you can grow whatever vegetables and fruits that you like to eat. So we have blessed with a good weather in Malaysia. We don't have 4 seasons. The sun is always hot, so you can make use of our natural resources to get to plant whatever you want. So like what Esther has mentioned earlier, like for people who does not have big lands, some people stays in condos with small balconies or even have no balconies, no worries. You can make use of raised bed garden, a small one, maybe like a door size, 3 by 7 feet. Maybe you can use a multi-tier, like what Esther has shown some of the examples. Esther's one, that the photos that Esther has shown is the horizontal farming. So like the vertical ones is really, you can save up a lot of space. Multi-tier, 2, 3, or even 4 tiers. Then you can, it's easy to set up. You can even DIY yourself, then you are free to go. So some of the people say, I don't have the direction from the sun. I know I stays in maybe heading north and south. I don't have the east and west sun. So what can I do? You can always add some of the using some solar lights, and the lights is free, and you can shine every day. So some of the people that I know, not only they grow in for sustainability or even for own consumption, but they grow all these vegetables in their backyard, their garden, and also they can use to beautify the place. Then if you invite your friends, your families to come over to your places, you can straight away you can bring them a scissors and let them cut, let them cook, make a steamboat, do something else, give as souvenir. It's so nice. Rather than give a present, you give your own grown veggies. It's organic. It's good for the goodness of everybody. See? So okay. I do not know what else that you want to find out more about EM. Maybe let's start the ball rolling.
Okay.
So I can see that we have, sorry. Okay.
What can you see? You just say first. What can you see?
No. I'm very happy to see that 56 participants today. That's a big crowd. So looks like everybody is very eager and excited to do some planting, which is good.
Our group is very good. They're always very eager to learn. That's the good thing about it. Now, I was thinking that as I said right now, I would like to know more about your products. Okay, why not I start with the fact that I just want to go and show you how you're going to do the ordering. I think some people may have problem right now. Okay, filling up the Google form, because I would like to now show you how to do the filling up the Google form. Then from the Google form, there's where the list of products that Mr. Stephen had given me. Okay, I will go through that, and then that's where I think Mr. Stephen, you explain to us kind of not, because as I said, I also have difficulty understanding the product. Okay, is it okay? I think that will be better. We are like killing two birds in one stone. Okay, as I, in a sense, guide them via shares. Screen sharing. Okay, then as I go through, you explain. Okay, right? So let me again allow me to share screen. Okay, so can you see my screen or not? Right? Can you see my screen? Okay, this I want to share you. Actually, it's very simple. Right? This is actually, of course, our WhatsApp group. Do you know not? WhatsApp group actually can put on the web. That means can put on your laptop or your desktop, but a lot of people, they don't know that. Okay, they thought, oh dear, WhatsApp is only on a handphone. It's not. That's why WhatsApp is so versatile. Okay, right now you can actually put it on your laptop. Okay, so now I'm actually showing my WhatsApp in my laptop to you. Now what you do is that, of course, you have to go back to that message, but it's just an important message. You actually start it. Okay, that's what I do. I show you. I start a message. Okay, now this is a Google file that I put up for yours, isn't it right? So what you do is that you click this one, right? Just click. That's why it's going to be in a laptop, easier for you to type, okay, and put in all your names, addresses, because that'll be easy for Stephen, okay, for any other future speaker, okay, right now, to just send the products to you. See, you will come to this. Okay, so it's very simple, right? Now, you see, I put down there, of course, main thing, you must know the account number, because you must make payment to Masaki. Masaki is actually Mr. Stephen Fong's company, because maybe y'all will be like thinking, what is this? So Mr. Stephen Fong's company is called Masaki Senjam. Actually, why? Stephen, you want to say something? Why do you call yourself Masaki Senjam?
Because Masaki is my dad's name actually. So he's a Japanese.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah.
I never know that you mix that. Wow. You're so privileged to have a Japanese. Wow.
Thank you. Yeah. So
wow, you're so kind. You really honor your father. Yeah, you put your father's name.
Oh, well, actually, he's the founder of the company. He's still the chairman of it. So I'm just a second generation.
Wow. Oh, it's a second generation company. So I mean your father is also into this EM business.
Yes, but I'm the one handling all the operations, the management of it. So he's just at the back of the scene.
So that means your father is the one who come up with this product, the EM one, in the sense he produced it.
No, we don't produce it. We have the EM the factory that produces it. We are one of the active distributor of this EM.
Okay, so this EM factory, just to ask, is it in Japan?
The technology is from Japan. The formula is from Japan under Professor Higa's. He's a founder of EM. So the factory is in Malaysia. So previously we were thinking to get the EM from Japan, but unfortunately, our Malaysian government disallowed us to bring in the microbes because this microbes is actually quite dangerous if you misuse it, or maybe the microbes have deformed and transformed into some bad bacteria that it will destroy the crops in Malaysia. So therefore, the EM has set up, EM Japan has set up an EM Malaysia factory, and we do the cultivation of the EM here in Malaysia. So as for our EM, we can only sell within Malaysia also. We are not able to sell even to Singapore or anywhere else because this is, you need to have the license and approval from the country's Ministry of Health and the Agriculture.
Also, that means your company is actually basically under strict supervision of this company from Japan to make sure the procedures are properly complied with. Am I right?
Yeah, we can say that.
Okay.
Yeah, we are one of the main distributor of this EM.
You know why, friend speaking, as I said, the first speaker is actually my client, Mr. Aro Pereira. I did talk to him about this EM because, friend speaker, he's not free to come and attend so many of our talks. He's not free, he's a busy person, yeah. So, of course, I did talk to him about, your company, that, oh, yeah, there's a company so easy, I can just buy from Mr. Steven. I said like that. Of course, he did say that, yeah, exactly what you say. EM can be dangerous. He said, we don't know how to cultivate that, it becomes very dangerous. That's why he told me that. So I was thinking, oh, okay. So I'm glad to hear from you now that means you are actually under strict supervision from a Japan company, and then it is safely produced, not from not that I thought you do it on your own, So I'm glad.
No. Yeah.
Because Mr. Aro Pereira did tell me that be very careful with the EM that we purchase. That's why I see, my dear fellow Yayasan Sahabat, that's why I say right now we know that the source we better buy from Mr. Steven, because I told Mr. Aro Pereira is that he said, yeah, he also knows 1,001 people selling it in Lazada and what's it called, and
Shopee.
Yeah, so that's why he said, yeah, very dangerous. Not just simply buy, because that's what you say. It can be dangerous, it can be harmful, right?
Yes, that's right. There are a lot of fake products out there actually, as we also know there are fake products. So, but it's not easy to stop them, from selling. So unless something is wrong,
do something. Actually, our government should do something. Riley. Let me put a note this then. I must actually do something. Let me think about it. How to ensure. I mean, it's so dangerous. I mean, they must be regulated again, right? Now, the Ministry of our Agriculture should do something. Okay, then let me do something. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay, back to here, right now. You see, so you click this one. That's where you can see Mr. Steven's product here. Okay, let me see. A lot. I wish I could say I'm not so sure how to go about it. Okay, I think the first thing first, this one, I think we know lah. This one very simple, EM1. I think EM1, I think we all know. Or maybe you just want to explain, Mr. Steven, as I go through this. I just tell us what is EM1 and all that. Go ahead.
Well, basically, EM1 is the mother of all the EMs that you know. So with this EM1 is cultivated from the lab. So with the molasses is not cultivated by us, but we have got a very good quality suppliers that has made the molasses. This molasses is made from 100% is a sugar cane, and we also have very strict quality into looking at the quality of the molasses. So EM1 is the mother of the EM.
Why we need to buy two? Can we not just buy EM1? Why we need to?
Right. So this is a very good question. EM1 is a mother. So a lot of people say, I can make my own molasses. I have some sugar, I can do it myself. But the thing is that, how do you know that you are making the right amount of molasses that is needed for the EM1? Perhaps if you put too much of your molasses into EM1, you become the sugar water. So in the end, if you put it this EM onto your soil, on your plants, maybe it is not that effective. Why? Because it will attract ants from coming to feed on your molasses, because you have too much of molasses in your EM1. So EM1 is able, just to let you know that molasses is the food for EM1. So yes, molasses is edible. This is edible, but it's not a food grade. So, but it's okay that you can put it in your ice kacang or cendol, not an issue. But because we do not get the food grade, so we cannot say that it's organic. And if it's a food grade, then I think it's going to be very expensive on the molasses. So we are making this molasses is specially formulated 1-to-1 for the EM1. So it's one bottle of EM1, one bottle of molasses. You mix it, you get a perfect combination on the fermentation. So for those people who make the molasses, if you put too much, it becomes sugar water. You put too little, the EM bacteria in this EM1 bottle is still hungry. They need food. They are not able to produce the effectiveness because they are so hungry. So they don't have the energy to do the fermentation. So that's why I strongly believe and I strongly recommend everybody to buy the set.
Okay.
And also one more thing, for the molasses, if a lot of people have used the molasses from your kitchen, or maybe you buy from some of the sundry shops, but we do not know that the sugar in your kitchen and the sugar that you buy back from the sundry shop has already been contaminated. Has it been, because it has been gone through many rounds of transportation and handling, and perhaps there may be some tiny holes from the packaging that we do not know, and then there's a bad contamination into the sugar. So when you mix the molasses, it's already contaminated. So you are bringing bad contamination, bad bacteria into the EM1, and thus it makes this fermentation process not so effective. And when it's not so effective, maybe you'll be thinking, Stephen has been talking so much about this EM is so great, but actually it's not so good. My plants are not showing any good results. So what is this EM for? I think it's just not working. Okay. That's why I fully appreciate if everybody can just buy the molasses and make it as a set.
Okay. I got it. Okay, now I got the answer for the question. But now my question back to, of course, I want to make sure that all our sahabat here know how to put into practice. Now that day last week we said that right now, we use a 2-liter can. Okay, right now put 100 ml of this EM1. 100 milliliter of molasses, okay, and then the rest of it fill up with water right now in this 2-liter bottle, okay, right now. Can we straight away put 100 EM1, 100 molasses, then the rest put in water immediately? We just shake, and then we can straight away put, and then how? Again, we put 10 milliliter to 2-liter water, is it? And then we put into the soil, is it?
No. The first part is correct. So you just shake. Then you close it. You have to ferment for 1 week.
Ferment.
After the fermentation, 1 week later, then only you do the second part, the 10 ml to 2 liters.
I missed this.
Mixed with water, and then you can do it spray on your plants soil.
Okay, so that means ferment. As I remember, you said try to open the cap every 1 or 2 days like that.
About 2 days.
2 days, open the cap, let the air goes out, right now. Okay.
Yes, that's right.
7 days, okay.
Yes.
So once it is fully fermented, that's where we just take 10 milliliter of that from the 2-liter bottle. Okay, put 10 milliliter and to 2 liter of water, and the water we pour it into the soil.
Yes, that's right.
Pour into the soil. How often?
Yes.
How often?
1 week 3 times.
1 week 3 times. Okay, 1 week 3 times. Okay, so that's why we must put into practice, otherwise, okay, good. Okay, I got it. Okay, Ken. Then we go on to next one. Okay, this is just molasses. Okay, I understand. What is this EMAS?
EMAS is the first generation of the EM1 and the molasses. So after fermentation, you get this EMAS.
That's where the combination just now between EM1 and molasses, after fermentation, this is EMAS.
Yes, that's right. EMAS stands for Effective Microorganism Activated Solution. Means it's already been activated. So you can mix this with water, 10 milliliters with 2 liters of water. You shake it and you can spray onto soil.
So that means instead of we doing it, we can straight away buy from you and then put into the soil, right?
Yes, that's right. Because some of the people they do not have big gardens. Maybe they only have a few pots, so it's impossible for them to buy a 30 ringgit and not able to use so much.
Okay, I got it. I got
Yeah.
it. Then how about this one? What's EMPP?
Okay, this EMPP is an effective microorganism, phototropic bacteria. This is mainly used for aquaculture, whereby you can treat the ponds. Maybe you have the tilapia fish rearing from household to commercial. So the purpose of this EMPP function is to reduce more of the sludge in your pond, because the sludge comes from the fish urine and the poo, and also from the pellets that you've given them. So it will be full of ammonia and full of the leftovers, and then all these leftovers will be sink down to the base, to the water, to the floor. So with all this piling up, so that thus makes the water become milky and dirty. So with this EMPB, it generates that kind of EMPB, the microbes, to specialize to eat up the sludge, break down the ammonia, break down the sludge, thus make your water become cleaner. But of course, you cannot how to say, you cannot expect the water to be crystal clear, but at least it will be much clearer than before. Once the sludge and the algae and the ammonia is down.
Into the drain or something like that. Can we put
Sorry?
Drain, just say longkang, we find that, just to make sure there's no dengue and all that. Is it good to just put a few drops into the drain?
I think for drain, I think this is too expensive for the drain, because one shower, one rain shower, your EM will be gone. Perhaps you can pour some of the E-mask onto it. Perhaps E-mask, you make it a little bit more concentrate, maybe 1 to 50. You can just pour directly from the bottle.
Okay. So this one, what is the dosage or this one to put inside? Just now we said the pond. This one you don't need to have molasses, because it's already been fermented. So just open the bottle, mix with water, and you can use straight away. Or perhaps you can just pour into your pond. So the dosage for this one is 1,000 to 10,000. 1,000 to 10,000.
So it depends on your condition of your water. It depends on how dirty and how high your ammonia is. So you have to do a little bit of try and error that fits the ratio that fits to your needs.
Okay. How about this one? EM Amino Plus, what is that?
Okay, Amino Plus is basically amino acid. So it's making use of the EM and also the fish innards, and we formulated it. So I know there are a lot of people in around and also in our group that they are able to make the amino acid. But having said that, if for those people who does not want to get the hands to be dirty and they will be smelly during the fermentation, so all you need to do is just buy the Amino Plus. Then you can mix with water. The dosage is also like 10 ml to 2 liters to 5 liters. So it depends on your plants as well, because this is a foliar spray. So you can spray on your leaves, your stems, onto the soil. So this Amino Plus is to help to strengthen the roots of your plants, to make your plants healthier, and to prevent disease from coming.
Okay.
And because amino also you have like kind of omega plus and extra the kind of
not like pour into the soil, but it's more of spray to the root, to the branch, the leaves.
Yes, it's more about spraying, it's a foliar spray.
Okay. This one?
Yeah, this is just basically for those people who has a bigger farm, with bigger land, and they want a little bit cheaper. Then you can buy the 5 liters. You have the 20 liters, and also we have 1 ton.
How do we use rice bran already?
Okay, right. Rice bran is basically used to make the dry bokashi. You can make the dry soy bokashi. You can make the wet bokashi. So maybe for those people who is attending my workshop next weekend, then we will be able to see how rice bran is used. But never ever pour the whole rice bran into the soil and hoping that something miracle can happen. So because rice bran, if you put all in the soil, if you water the plants or when the rainwater comes, you make the all these rice bran become cluttered together, lumpy together, and so it will be and it will become the breeding ground for the termites, especially, and ants. And also the rats will be feeding it, the cockroaches will be feeding it. So this is not the type of things that we want to be happening in our garden. So it has to be used during the bokashi and for bokashi.
Maybe you don't mind, I mean that day, actually last week also you have already told us how to do the dry bokashi, isn't it right now?
Yeah.
Maybe you just want to explain a bit how do we do a dry bokashi with the rice bran, because dry bokashi is kind of easy. You just like put everything, onto the soil, isn't it? That's dry bokashi, isn't it right?
Not put everything onto the soil. Dry bokashi is that maybe you get a airtight container. I always believe in airtight container. But for this dry soil bokashi, you can even get your black color beans, and you can get a container. It depends on how big and how small you want to make. So dry soil bokashi is that first of all, you just need the soil. The soil can be the soil that you bought back from the nursery, a black soil. You can get soil from the existing garden, or some of the soil that he has already been planted, and that you wanted to change to a new crop. So that kind of soil is already lost its nutrients. Not a problem. So that's why we are trying to enrich, to revitalize, and to enrich the nutrients lost in the soil. So what you do is that first of all, you put some of the cardboards, papers underneath, so that is to soak the whatever water that is coming from the e-mass that we sprayed earlier. So you put a layer of the cardboard, paper, or eggshell the trays. You tear into smaller pieces. You cover just one layer. When the layer is covered, put a layer of scraps on top. Scraps, you can be vegetables, you can put dry leaves, you can put dry grass, you can put fruit peels, cut fruits or whatsoever. But please do not put things like cooked food, boiled rice, meat, or food that has been half eaten or left over or was not eaten. Never put all this inside, because number one, you have already been some of the food that has already been eaten, you have the saliva, it has bacteria, so you manipulate bad contamination straight away. So the whole process is going to be a failure. So try not to put all this in. Also, for some people who say, hey Stephen, I have not eaten this food, it's just only some overly cooked, so it's in my wok, I want to just be instead of throwing away, can I put it in my bokashi? Also no, because you have put oil in there, you have put fish sauce, you have put oyster sauce, soya sauce, or whatever. So all this will attract the bad contamination and bad bacteria from into your bokashi during the fermentation. So please, no rice and all this cooked food and meat inside. So what you do is that try to maintain everything as fresh, like vegetables and all these things. So you cut the vegetables. So even the fruits that has been like maybe you have it's in the fridge for quite some time, it has lost its juiciness, something is already dry, that's okay. You can just cut it into small fragments, pieces, and throw it spread around your into your bokashi. But if you have apples that has been rotten, or some of the pineapples or your oranges has been rotten, cut away the rotten part, the black part, the slimy type, or the already soft type, cut away. Try not to put that bacteria rotten part into the bokashi. So maintain as fresh as possible, right? So you put a layer of the cardboard papers underneath. You put a layer of the scraps. Spray with e-mask. The e-mask you spray with about 1 to 200 as like 10 ml to 2 liters. You just spray or not. Do not water. Do not water it. You do not want this bokashi to be wet because we are not doing the wet bokashi. So wet bokashi we have we will let you know, share with you next week how we're going to do the wet bokashi. So what we are trying to tell now is dry soy bokashi. Dry soy bokashi. So this is a 2-in-1. It's created to formulate that you don't have to put your compost and put into the soil, you mix it. So this is not we wanted to save time also, not to do two things at two different times. So we do 2-in-1. So you spray with the e-mask. After you put the scraps, then put a layer of soil. Put a layer of soil, whether it's a new soil we bought back from nursery, soil is already been planted, just put on top, then put another layer of scraps or maybe vegetable scraps or trim grass, dead leaves or dry leaves or apples or fruit peels. So put another layer, then spray with the e-mask, spray it until it's moist. Spread another layer of soil, and it goes on. It piles up until almost to 3/4 of your bean. Then only you put another layer of topsoil in, and then that's it. You cover it up. Use the plastic to cover up. You seal it. Do not put underneath the sun. Put away from the sun, under the shelter, anywhere, but except not under the sun, where you can get exposure from the sun. So during this fermentation, do it for about, actually the best is about 1 month. So normally if you do your normal composting, it's going to be quite long, and we do not know whether the composting fermentation period about 1 month, 2 months, 3 months is successful or not. But with this dry soy bokashi, you do not have smell, because whatever smell and decomposition during the fermentation period, you cannot go upwards because of the soil. Because soil that's covered it, so you have lack of oxygen, and the soil is not able to come up. Then the bean is airtight, so you will not have attract flies and rodents from coming to feed on it. So once it's ready,
when do we use rice bran? When do we use rice bran?
Yes. Even during this dry soil, you can put a layer of the rice bran in the middle of the piles. It's also okay. And oh, sorry. I think.
Yeah, can.
And you can even put in chicken dung along the way. So it's like free flow for you to do whatever you want. But the whole idea is just to make a layer by layer by layer. So in every layer, spray the e-mask, put soil, another layer of the scraps, spray, put soil. So this is this is the function of the. I think
hello.
there will be some noise.
Hello. Help me also, Chu. Please help me.
Hi.
Can anyone make sure yourself? Yeah, hello.
Yeah.
Hello. Can you unmute yourself? Okay. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. Can. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry.
I think that is just nice. So, wrapped up. Okay.
Yeah. So maybe what we can do is that I can show you some of the photos later. I will put it in the yayasan. Okay. So at least you all have a better idea how it works. Because sometimes describing it over online is a little bit tedious.
I have a question, Stephen.
Yes.
Yeah. This decomposition, the breakdown, is the EM causing the breakdown, or are there other organisms causing the breakdown in dry bokashi process?
Good question. Yeah.
The breakdown is from mainly from the natural breaking down, because as long as you have some oxygen, some air, there will be a natural decomposition. But during the decomposition, this EM is acting like a catalyst. Number one is to speed up the composition. And number two, this EM, as we all know, is a good beneficial bacteria. So with this good beneficial bacteria, it will eat up whatever that is bad in your scraps, in your vegetables or in your soil. So, and thus leaving a protection coating of the good beneficial bacteria in your this bokashi. So hence there will the end result is that you do not have any smell during your bokashi, whether you're doing the dry bokashi, you're doing your wet bokashi, or you're going to do your dry soil bokashi. So a lot of people I know that they have done their composting. A lot of people, they have done their composting and the smell is terrible. And this smell can go to about 3 or 4 houses down the lane. So these are full of bad contaminations in your composting, because number one, maybe the method is wrong. Number two, the things that you added in is already not right. And then there is an absence of the good beneficial bacteria in your compost. So therefore, with all this, there are a lot of bad contaminations in your compost. And when you open up, sometimes you have like maggots, you have like worms around, not earthworms, but like white color maggots. So these are not a good composition.
The rhino
so
beetles. The rhino beetles.
Yes.
Are you talking about the rhino beetles?
Rhino.
The white.
No, maggots.
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 Yes,
Oh.
and the maggots. So because like I mentioned before, bad smell attracts flies. So when it's a good smell, you have no smell, flies do not come. So when it's the bad smell, the flies will be attracted, they lay eggs, they have larvae, and then they have maggots. So sometimes when the maggots die, then their body is also, their carcass is decomposed, and thus also leaving that kind of decomposed material in your compost.
Is black soldier fly maggot okay?
Black soldier fly is okay.
Okay. Another question.
You can easily add your black soldier fly on top.
Okay. One more question. Sorry. You were saying that in dry bokashi, it is
No problem.
airtight. There's no oxygen.
Yes.
So you were saying that you need aeration for this process, but if it's airtight and you don't toss it, there's no oxygen for the microorganisms.
No problem. No problem. Because airtight, the thing is that we do not want the outside air, which is contaminated air or bacteria from outside, to get inside.
Okay.
To get into the bokashi period, during the fermentation. But if it's airtight, it's okay. It's inside, no problem.
So how does
the fermentation will still take place?
Okay. So it's without oxygen.
Of course, it's not really air. No, your airtight is not vacuum packed. So if it's a vacuum pack, is really airtight. But this is airtight, meaning that you try not to get as much of oxygen or outside contamination inside. If it's really airtight, it's called vacuum pack. So everything will die. Nothing will be decomposed if it's airtight.
Okay. Just now said it has been 3/4 filled, not 100% full, right? Not 3/4 full, right? That's why just now asked. Yeah, I think to answer a question, right, Mr. Yeah.
Yes.
It's more of like 3/4 full, so that there's still air.
Yes.
The oxygen. Yeah.
Okay. Yes, there's oxygen. The microbes do not need a lot of air to do their work. So it's not like So they just need a little bit of oxygen is enough. They will not die.
Okay, good.
So you once you do the fermentation, you just set aside your bokashi away, for 1 month. You do not need to stir it. You do not have to bother about it. You just put your date, when you're going to open 1 month later, and then you can use it already.
Okay.
If you find that sometimes your bokashi, your dry soil bokashi is a little bit bad, maybe due to the fermentation, and also because of the vegetables and peels, when they decompose, they'll emit out, they'll flow out some of the juice, some of the water. So what you can do is that you can put the pile out. You can put it on the ground. You can spread it out on your garden. Then maybe you can just sun it for a while to get all the extra moisture to be evaporated, then use for this pile, and then straight away you can use it for your plants already.
Okay. Okay, thank you, Stephen. How about this one? What is the EM charcoal used for?
Okay, this EM charcoal, charcoal is able to absorb. This EM, we burn the charcoal. You get the charcoal back from the sundry shop, or you can burn your own mango trees, branches. You can have rambutan trees. So for those commercial ones, you can pick some of the twigs, some of the branches. You burn it. Then if it's like really red hot, then you pour the EM into this charcoal. You pour it into the charcoal, and when the charcoal, once the charcoal beats the water, you absorb as much EM as possible.
No.
Until there's.
But how does it help in our?
Okay, there's two types.
Okay.
Okay. This EM, in this charcoal, the EM is already been absorbed by the charcoal. So if you pour this, spread the charcoal over your plants, around your plants, this is the so-called a slow release the EM out from the charcoal into the soil. And this charcoal, over time, they will also be decomposed back into the soil. So like if you spray the EMAS onto your ground, so after a while, if the sun today is too hot, maybe all the EM will die or evaporated. Or maybe during a rainy season, like this morning, you just spray your EM onto the soil, onto your plants. Then after that, 2 hours later, maybe there's a heavy rain, then all your EM will be gone. There's nothing left in your soil already. So with this EM charcoal, so the EM has been captured into inside the charcoal, and it can retain 20%, even more of the EM that you spray just onto the soil. You spray soil, you flow away. You spread this EM charcoal around your plants, you retain the EM, and when the rain comes, no worries, you will slowly release the EM out from the charcoal into your soil and to your roots.
Okay, now I understand. That means this EM charcoal is more of a slow releases of the EM. But my question to you now,
yes,
charcoal is also a good source of carbon. So does it mean that it's
yes.
good for our plant? Because I know
yes.
Plant needs carbon.
Yes. It's also part of the nutrients for the soil.
I see. Wow. So it's good to buy this in the sense that we have that means that by buying this, we have a slow releases of the EM, plus we're giving carbon to the plant, right?
Yes, that's right.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Yes, that's right.
Oh, this is just drum tongue. Okay.
So these are the drums. Yeah, that's a new drum. So be always very careful. What we are selling is a new drum, right from the factory. That I know there are a lot of similar drums are selling online, Lazada or Shopee. They can be sold as low as about 25 ringgit, 20 ringgit, or 30 ringgit. So, but bear in mind that most of the second-hand drums, previously we do not know what have they kept. Maybe they have kept chemicals. Maybe they have kept some petroleum stuff. So if you use that to make bokashi, maybe the effectiveness is not so good. Maybe you will end up having your bokashi method is right. You're done. Follow the right method of doing the bokashi, but you end up your result is still unsuccessful. Why is it not successful? It's because of the chemicals that has been in the bin. So like some of the residue that you cannot see, you cannot smell, you cannot touch. So you say, Stephen, I already washed my bin thoroughly, it's so clean, but how come it is still not successful? It's sometimes when there is heat generated in the drum, or maybe under a hot day or something, you slowly release some of the chemicals out from the plastic, some chemical reactions into your bokashi, and so your entire fermentation is not successful. So from my experience, a lot of people has been using the paint tong, the Matek paint tong, about 17 liters. It's so convenient. You just get from the contractors or some leftover. You wash it clean. There's no more paint inside. There's no smell. So you use it. But from my experience, out of 10 people that use the paint tong to do the bokashi, 9 fail. Initially, I was also thinking, what happened? Something has gone wrong. But I said, no, Stephen, I followed your instruction, everything clearly, we do it according to what you have taught us, but it still failed. So later only I found out that it must be the tone that is causing the problem. So with all your hard work, your EM, your scraps that you have collected so everywhere, then you after 2 weeks of fermentation, you open, wow, smelly, a bad contamination, maggots inside. Oh, you also wasted your time also. Then you're not able to use your plants also waiting eagerly, but then later, bad contamination. I can't get my fertilizers already.
Okay, so I think this starter pack you will understand.
The starter pack for those people who say, okay, I do not know what to do, but I want to do bokashi. So this the starter pack is ready made for you all. So you just buy, then you can use it straight away. Everything is there.
I understand already. Okay, yeah, I think anyone have any question later, of course I go through the question, not to worry. Okay, so understand. So with this Google form, you go through, you click this one, choose your product, then you put your name here, you put a handphone number so that I know any question that Mr. Stephen has can call you. Okay. Why we need email address, so that anything or something cannot reach you, we can always just email you. That's where, okay, right now, you can save your courier charges if you want to self-collect it from his office. That's why you click here, self-collect. And see, very simple only, just click self-collect, or you don't want, you want to send to you, then you of course pay your own. Very simple. Okay, right now, in fact, all the courier company is very simple. What Mr. Stephen is going to do is just pack everything for you. Okay, the recipient will pay. Can you say that? It's just very, very simple. Everything is simple. Just that you have to tell your address, okay, and then put postcode lah. Very importantly, nowadays must put postcode, because I think the courier company wants it right now. So make sure put postcode, right? That's it there. Then with postcode there, and please advise the address with postcode. Yeah. Then you type an address here. Now, if just say you want to come for the workshop, can you see? Very simple again. Okay, now these are the dates. Okay, a lot of people ask, where are the dates? It's all here. So you can choose either you want to come for the physical workshop, 6th of November. Now, this is the workshop that I will attend. That's why on that day, I will do it via Zoom for those people who want to, not able to come, but you can only do watch it from your home. That's where the Zoom one is only on 6th November. Can you see it not, right? That's why you got to be very careful which one you choose. You want to come for the physical, come on the 6th, okay? But you cannot come physically, you cannot come for Zoom only. You have to choose 6 only. That's the only day. Yeah, because on the 7th, I won't be there. Can I be there every day? Yeah, 7th one, only physical workshop, but still in PJ, Kelana Jaya. A lot of people like Kelana Jaya, so I think Stephen say can have 2 days. But the Puchong one is on 20th. That's why you click here. But of course, you're not attending, fine. Please also tell that's not attending, because then we need to know the payment, how much, because this one, there's a $20 charge and $35 we go to Puchong because it's a cafe, food will be provided, yeah? So, and then products purchase, okay? As I said, you must know, okay? As I said, all very simple. You come here again, you see what you want to buy. You want to buy EM1 plus molasses, okay? Just say 1 set. Then you type here, EM1 and molasses. You just put like that lah. EM1 plus molasses, okay, 1 set. Or you want to buy 2 sets, just say you want to buy 2 sets, you put here 2 sets. Therefore, it will be how much? It will be 60 ringgit right now. So put 60 ringgit, right? And then, of course, you must make payment. After make payment already, remember right now, when you do your banking online, they always have the PDF version. You must put PDF version. How come I cannot upload? Because yours is a JPEG, cannot. It has to be PDF only. So select the files from the device, then select from your desktop. Can you see now? Either you put in the desktop, then you can select it from the desktop, okay, and you select. Can you see now? Everything cannot, except for PDF only I can click. Can you see now? Only PDF. JPEG cannot. Can you see? JPEG tak boleh. Hanya PDF. Okay, this is of course.
I'm already in it, and here it says launch meeting. What is this?
Hello? Hello, hello. Yeah. Hello, hello. Got it? Yeah, you understand, huh? So once you're uploaded already, then you click. Maybe I just show example Just now can I have one? Just say.
I'm only ready, and yet it's still registered.
Yeah, I just click. That is already. Can you see now, right? So once it's done, that's it already. Then you click You click X, of course, I don't want to put that. Once you've done already, you X this one, then you submit. Okay? So that's it. Okay, so simple. As simple as that, you submit. Okay, right? So I think I'm done. Okay, right? Any more question? Of course, you can please feel free to ask. Okay, now let me go through the questions in the chat room. Okay, now what is the first question? Yeah, Mr. Steve, can I buy your products on the workshop? Yes, you can. Yeah, you can. Yeah, right. I'm sure, right, Mr. Steven, right?
Sorry, again, I cannot hear you. It's distorting. It's very noisy. I can.
Noisy. The so who is not muted lah? Yeah. Okay, Chu, you have to really help me to go through. Chu, help me. Okay. Now, no. The question is that can the person buy the products on the workshop day itself? I think for Puchong, you must.
Yes, you can.
Kelana Jaya still possible because that's your office. I think
No problem. I'll bring all the materials over.
Bring all Okay, yeah. In case you want to buy something else, they want to buy like charcoal, you may. I mean, to me, it's still better to fill up the form the way I see kan. So that you can just click there. That you just want to put down there. You want to self collect. I think the way I see better for you to make sure the goods are there Okay, but of course, I'm sure.
Yeah, because I need to prepare all the products up front also. But maybe some people say, oh no, Steven, I need 3 boxes. Oh yeah, sorry, I don't have 3 boxes ready for you on that day.
Okay, can. Now, is the molasses edible? I think Mr. Steven have answered that question. It is not food grade, so it's still better not to eat. Yeah, but just now you say, can still put in the ice kacang. Okay,
no problem.
No problem. Okay, so another question, is there a risk of regrowing harmful bacteria when we activate EM1 into e-mask at home? Would there be a risk, Mr. Steven?
There won't be any much risk if your bottle is airtight, unless you open the bottle and you just let it open up for any open up and exposed to the air for quite a while, then there will be contamination of your EM. Regardless whether it's an e-mask or it's a bokashi, it's the same. You have to open up, use whatever you want, and close it back. Do not leave it open. Yeah, and exposed to the natural environment. Okay. Yeah, so that's simple.
Next question is that can we make EM1 ourselves? Good question.
EM1. Actually, everyone can make EM1. You can use the topsoil from the forest. It must be a virgin forest. You get the topsoil. You get a handful of it, a handful of the soil. Then you mix with the molasses and with some water, and you ferment it. Then it's already considered as EM1. But having said that, we do not know whether the soil is good. We do not have any reports or any how to say the some of the reports and results. How many percent of good microbacteria in this soil or bad microbacteria in the soil? So there will be a risk there. But if you think that you can do it, by all means, not an issue at all.
May I just ask, Mr. Steven, just now you said right now, okay, it was the factory, okay, that produces the EM1. Do they have certification from our government or certification from Japan?
We have certification for our production, and also we got from this cultivation. I can share with you in the Yayasan group later. Yeah.
Now that I know that fence picking, it can be dangerous. I mean, yeah. So
yes.
Some certificates.
Yes, at least we are proud to say that we honor our quality. That is why we got even have reports about the EM1. We got this ISO on our EM1, and also we are in the verge of getting a halal certificate for our EM1 as well.
Okay.
So this is how far we have gone to compared to other products. Maybe you can get this EM from our competitor, from Taiwan, from China or Korea or other Japanese. So we have our quality.
Okay. Now, I think next question is very good because he said that my wife had been using EM1 for more than 10 years, but she used it for cleaning of fruits. So is it suitable?
Cleaning of fruits. You can use it for cleaning of fruit because it contains good beneficial bacteria. So you clean the fruits before eating. So you're like either you wipe it or you soak it. It's not an issue because EM1 is edible. It is an organic. It's not a fertilizer. It's not a chemical. It's just only a good microbes. So you can use it to clean your fruits. Can clean your vegetables. So before you wash it up or you can use it for cooking. So you're not only EM1 works only for agriculture, but you can use it for mopping your floor. You can bathe with it. You know, the Japanese bathe with it. Actually, I can see Japanese holding when we attended the workshops in Thailand. I can see the Japanese holding the EM1 and they bring it to the bathroom and they take shower with the EM because it's good beneficial bacteria.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, chlorinated tap water, would it kill the EM?
We have tested it. So far, we do not have any bad experience with tap water. We have tested with well water, sea water, RO water, mineral water, tap water. We have tried all this, but so far we do not have any issues with contamination of the EM during the fermentation time. But of course, if you can get spring water, mineral water, that is the best lah. But if you don't have, then you can get a rainwater. But rainwater is also considered very acidic. It's also a lot of chemicals because when the rain downs, you get soaked together with the carbon monoxide, the carbon dioxide, so you have dust everywhere. So I think tap water is just as fine.
Okay. Now, is there any expiry date for EM1?
EM1, when you see from the bottle, is almost 1 year. But once you open, you can use it for the shelf life is best is used for 1 month, up to about 3 months. But some people have also used to 6 months or so. So some people say, "Hey, Stephen, this bottle is so much. You know, you can mix the ratio so much. I am not able to finish it. But how can I continue to use it?" Answer is yes, you can still continue to use it, but the effectiveness is not there anymore. Perhaps when you open it, it's maybe about 98% efficiency, effectiveness. So maybe as the time passes, maybe as some of the live microbes will die, then the effectiveness will just go slightly lower and lower. Okay. That's it.
Okay.
So regardless whether you do the e-mask is 1 month to 3 months. It's best recommended.
Okay. How about EM?
You can even go to 6 months. It's okay.
Okay.
What do you mean?
EMPB, can it be used for soil enhancement?
Yes.
Can,
Not only is used for the aqua thing, but you also can use it for your enhancers because it contains a phototropic bacteria. So, or it's called photosynthesis bacteria. So it has more photosynthesis bacteria than the EM. So when you apply for the plants, it will make your fruits to be sweeter and also with more flowers. But it doesn't matter. Use EM, just EM. The E-mask is enough because it's more economical than you use an EMPB.
Okay. Now, next question is also good. Is rice bran the same as rice husk? Can we use and substitute with rice husk?
You can, because rice bran is a more refined from the rice husk.
Okay. Another good question.
You can use rice husk. I can use rice bran together. You can use rice husk. If you don't have rice bran, you can use rice husk. If you can combine it together, it's also fine. No issue at all.
Okay. How about
you can use rice husk. You can use wheat husk. You can use any husk.
Okay. How about processed food, like for example, biscuits into the bokashi bean?
Biscuits can.
Can, as long as
can.
Food.
Yeah, as long as it's not meat, oily, then it's okay. Or oily or meat, it's okay.
All right. Why cannot be under the sun to do the dry bokashi? Oh, they are microbes are the living being, right? That's why cannot put under.
Okay. Then, yes, that's right. Yes, because when you do fermentation, there will be heat that will be generated. Yeah, it can be go as high as about 30 degrees, 40 degrees, even 50 degrees. So if the sun were to help to shine it and you increase the temperature, any when the temperature raise a bit above 60 degrees, the microbes will die. You'll be killed as well.
Okay. Well, the question is that just now you
put away from the sun as much as possible.
Just now you said
Sorry?
The dry bokashi, you got to put airtight for 1 month, right? Do you open it during this 1 month? Do you open it for 1 month or just don't care about it for 1 month? Just let it close for 1 month. Is it correct, Steven?
No need.
To open,
You do not need to open it. Yeah, yes. No need to open.
Next question, can I use a charcoal soil to plant my vegetable seeds? That's not a charcoal soil, right? Just what you say is an EM charcoal. It's not a charcoal soil.
Yeah, it's not a soil. It's just charcoal. It's pure charcoal.
But I
so
think
it's all carbons and with EM inside.
Okay,
so I don't think I don't think the seeds can germinate from.
Yeah, cannot. But I think the question asked is that maybe she want to put the charcoal into the soil, and then will that soil good to do germination? I think that's the question.
You can put a little bit because the germination, the seed is so small, the plant is so young, so it's recommended that you can put a little bit but not too much.
Okay.
Because EM is highly acidic, so the acidity might kill the germination process.
Yeah. Okay. Won't the red hot charcoal kill the microbes?
What is that?
Because you said that you put the EM to the charcoal so that it slowly releases the EM. Now the question is that won't the charcoal kill the microbes? Will not the charcoal kill the microbes?
No, you will not kill. You will not kill.
Okay,
it works differently.
Yeah, okay. Is it more economical for purpose of EM1 and ferment with molasses as compared to buying the EMA straight away? But I think just now Mr. Steven answered already. I think you'll have a small plant, then you buy your EMA straight away. Isn't it right, Steven? Can you hear me? Steven, I think you are frozen a bit. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
So you have more plants, then more economical to buy EM1 and molasses and do it yourself, right? Is it correct, Steven?
Correct.
Yeah. Can dilute EM1?
Correct.
Can dilute the EM1 then pour directly to the plant? Cannot. EM1 cannot pour directly to the plant. You have to do the fermentation, right? Not with the molasses. Cannot put directly EM1 into the plant, isn't it?
If you put the EM1 and mix with water and to pour into the plant, also can, but it will be very expensive. You have to pay. You have to buy 25 ringgit or 30 ringgit bottle, and you pour. I think maybe you're too rich, then it's okay lah. If you're rich enough, no problem.
Yeah, is the drum used for both the dry and wet bokashi?
Actually, the dry one, actually both also you can do it, but it's just that for the dry bokashi, you need to scoop out the soil, the scraps from the bean.
Okay, so it's different, So the blue one that you
it's more for the wet bokashi. Yeah, more for the wet bokashi.
Okay, the blue drum is for the wet
For the wet bokashi, but for the dry bokashi, I don't think you should waste that kind of money to buy the drum for the dry soil bokashi. You can use any of the bean, just only maybe a $7.50 black beans is fine enough.
Yeah. Because you see, the Mr. Steven drum, it has a tap at the bottom, so that when you do your wet bokashi, you can just switch on the tap and then you can collect the juice. Can I say or not? That's the reason why you buy his drum. Whereas for wet dry, no need, right? Okay.
Okay, my drum do not have the tap
Oh, you don't have the trap, ah?
underneath.
Oh, my one
Oh,
got like. My
yeah,
one.
you don't have the tap.
Oh, don't have.
Can
Oh.
actually you can DIY it. You can less.
Oh, okay. Why don't you sell the one with the pipe? Very good, you know. I can just pour it and then I can just.
Can actually can. You can just drill a hole, put silicone, buy the tap from the hardware shop. You can put it straight away. You can use it already.
Okay.
Everything less than 20 ringgit, you can do it.
Oh, I got to punch hole lah and all that lah. Huh? Okay.
Yeah.
It already with a tap. I'm so happy to see that I bought it lah. Okay, Now, differences between household sugar and molasses. Oh, can I use household sugar? Yeah, Mr. Canal.
Yeah. As I mentioned earlier just now, household sugar, you do not know whether your household sugar has already been contaminated with the with bad bacteria or good bacteria inside. Nobody knows unless we send the sugar to the lab for testing, which I think nobody will do that. So, like, if you can use your household sugar, then number one, contaminations. Number three, there might be already got bacteria inside. And number four, if you do it on your own, if you put too much of sugar for your fermentation, for your mixing with your EM1, it becomes sugar water. Too less, the EM1 is not effective because it's underfed, it's still hungry, you still need more food. So I strongly recommend that it's better you get our molasses.
Yeah, maybe I
because
just clarify also.
Been pre-mixed and pre-formulated one-to-one.
Exactly. But even just say we are talking about the household sugar, please bear in mind you cannot use white sugar, No way you can do it any
No white sugar.
Even you want to buy your own sugar, it has to be molasses that you buy outside, which is equally expensive. Let me let you know, it's not cheap also for the molasses sugar you buy outside, Not the white sugar. Of course, white sugar is so super cheap, But no, I still got to buy the brown sugar, the black molasses sugar, And in fact, my advice for own consumption, so never buy white sugar anymore. My house got no white thing anymore. No white flour, no white sugar, no white salt. All the fine whites are white rice also we cannot. White flour, white rice don't consume, okay? All the whites.
Yes.
It is not good at all,
Yes. Yes, that's right.
Yeah. Can we use EM1 alone without the molasses? Of course, it's can, but if you're very rich, can because it's super expensive. So please dilute it or ferment it in molasses. Then only you use it to 200. So don't use EM1 directly. It's expensive. Okay. If there's so many types to use, how often do you put EMAS and EM charcoal? I think your choice. My EM charcoal is slowly releases, but I think that is good because charcoal got carbon. That's why I think I will buy that because charcoal is so important. But sometimes I also like to burn a little bit. But I think now that you got charcoal, I better buy from you rather than burn myself, which I think I should not do it. But just a little bit. But now you have charcoal, be good, right? Because charcoal is a good source of carbon, right?
Correct.
Okay. In what way can the use of EM1 be dangerous? I think now with the certification from Mr. Steven, I think I can safely use it, right? If you do our own EM1, that's where I think I'm not sure. With the certificate, okay, with ISO, just like even now with halal, I know halal definitely to ensure that it's clean and all that, right? Definitely, then it is safe to use, right? I think
it's safe to it's also safe to drink also, but it's just that for other products, I'm not too sure about it.
All right. So I think just now your next question is EM1 is produced in Malaysia import. I think Mr. Steven has answered that. It is using technology in Japan but produced in Malaysia, right? Yeah, produced in Malaysia. So Mr. Steven product is produced in Malaysia but using technology from Japan. Okay. Can you share with us the dilution ratios for the various uses of EM1, for example, or cleaning? Okay. For cleaning, what's the ratio? Bathing, household cleaning?
Yes, I have.
Okay, give us. Okay. For cleaning, what will be the ratio?
Yeah, I will send it to you in a short while.
Okay.
I'm not too sure because there are so many. So I'll send it the whole chart to you all.
Okay, great.
I have it in my phone. I'll send it in a short while.
Thank you. I have kitchen waste every day. If the bokashi bin should not be open for 1 month, does that mean I need to buy 30 bokashi? Alamak, Wow, you have so many food ways. You need one
You can do more.
day. Wow.
Okay.
Okay,
And then you can share in our group chat. I think we need it.
wow, actually, you have so many kitchen waste is actually good. Now I know, it's so valuable now, right? Our kitchen waste. Very good. You have more, we good. But can you use all your 30 bokashi beans lah,
So can I just, Esther, Steven, can I just elaborate my question?
Yeah,
Because we cook every day. So, vegetable cuttings and all that. Now what I do is I'll just throw it at my compost pile in the garden. But if I'm going to start making bokashi, then I would like to put it in the bokashi bin lah.
It's so big.
Yeah, but it's so big, yeah. But if I make the dry bokashi, I can have small ones. But does it mean that I have to have 30 because it cannot be open for 30 days, right? That's my question lah. Because I can't top up every day, right?
Top up until it's 3/4 full. I think you need about, to me, I think also I will half a month in order for me to fill the 3/4 ma.
Oh, I see. So I can open it lah.
No. Before I close it, you put your waste, your house, your kitchen waste. Then you must cover with your soil, ma. Then in fact now with the EM, I'm going to spray on it. Then you don't cover first. Your next day you're going to have your kitchen waste again. Then you put another layer. You spray. Then the next day until 3/4 full. Only you.
Oh, okay.
Then
So,
you soil for 1 month.
all right. So when it is left open before I seal, it won't get contaminated.
Because you put salt, ma. Salt is the one
Okay. That's how it works. All right.
you must still put salt for dry.
For dry, yes.
But actually, Esther is best recommended if you do it once and for all, at one go. You do not leave it for another few days. Then you put another layer of scraps in, and so goes on. Because once you open, it's exposed to the contamination from outside. So
no, can I what's to say?
So as for
salt, and then I cover it. Then I can still open it, and I put again kitchen waste, and then I put salt and then cover it. Why not, Mr. Steven?
You can try that, but I've not experienced before, and I do not know whether the result can be as good or not.
Yeah, because if I expose it, then the risk of contamination is there. So I'm thinking every day, Yeah, so does it mean I need 30 containers?
Another way to do it is that I can keep my food waste in a freezer, right? That's what we do also. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Somebody has told me that. But
freezer lah, not fridge lah.
Freezer. Somebody told me that. But I must say that, my freezer is so full already. So that's why I did what I did just now. I shared just now. I put and then I said,
okay.
But somebody has told me that you can keep it until you have all your food waste in the freezer. You take out one shot, then you put as Mr. Steven said.
So Esther, your approach, do you get smelly bokashi?
No, I think because for me the salt is the best. That's why I want to do dry bokashi. The wet one I dare not try. I haven't tried the first maybe, but I must say that maybe I didn't use the EM one in my wet bokashi the last time when I buy the one with the tap lah. That time, because I ran out of EM already. Yeah, so I didn't put very smelly, got tahan already. But for salt one, for the dry one, even though I ran out of EM, I put salt, no smell. Salt is the one I find that very good lah.
All right. Okay. Thanks, Esther, Steven, for the clarification.
Thank you.
For dry salt bokashi, do I need to one shot fill up? I think just I answered the question already. Okay. Better lah. According to Mr. Steven, it's better to put one shot. Then put in freezer lah. You have the space. I don't have the space. Okay. What is the difference between compost and EM?
Yes, that's right.
Oh, I think this one you didn't come already. I think you didn't come for our first lesson. You have to come for our first lesson. And EM is totally different. Yeah. Never mind. We will repeat some of our talks. Yeah. What's the difference between wet and dry? Oh, also I think you didn't come. Yes. Well, I think Helen, you come for Mr. Steven workshop. I think Mr. Steven will definitely explain the whole process of bokashi composting, okay, the wet and the dry right now, huh? I think you can come, right, for the workshop.
Yes, that's right. Yes.
Good.
Yes.
Okay, so we cover.
I think I'm more interested in how effective is the dry compared to the wet, and
Okay lah.
sort of like, because I think the wet is there's more work in the wet than the dry.
Wet one, if
Right.
you don't have EM, it'll be smelly, I can tell you. If you don't have EM, red
Yeah.
hot EM.
I know, I tried before, I told you.
Because that time I bought EM from Claire.
Yeah, okay.
Person doesn't deliver. I got to go all the way to Klang to get it, I bought the drum also with the tap from them, So I'm glad now I can have Stephen here already, so I can buy from you. Okay, so any more question? Yeah. As for, I think Lorna, not to worry.
Yeah, I can explain. I can able to explain during the workshop what.
Okay, you can explain, Stephen. Explain.
No, as for the wet and dry bokashi and the benefits of it, which is better,
Yeah.
I think I'm able to explain it during the workshop, because I believe a lot of people that has attended today have already attended last week's one. So I think I would not want to hold people their
Sure,
time off. So I can even PM you if you want to. I can explain. Yeah, I can even PM you, or if not, then you attend to our workshop. Then I can explain more details to all of you.
Okay.
Esther, may I ask,
Time to
you put
6:30 lah.
Esther, may I ask, is you use EM charcoal, so you no need to put EMAS anymore, is it?
Yeah, no need. Quite correct, Stephen. I'm right, isn't it?
Actually, you still have to put more after EM, because the EM you have to continuously you put this
EMAS.
EM for EMAS for your soil. But this the EM charcoal is more
But
on
you
the
see,
slow
Stephen,
release.
just now you said, right? Releases mass, so I don't have to put EMAS anymore lah, because slowly releases EMAS.
Yeah, but it's not correct, but it's not enough also. It's
How
not
often
enough.
do we have to?
So the EMAS is not a problem. This EM charcoal, you can just spread it over your plants. If you see that the EM charcoal is already almost finished, or it's almost disappearing, then you just spread a little bit more. You don't have any amount that you need to add in. So like, for example, like what I mentioned just now, to spray EMAS on your soil is 1 week 3 times. But sometimes, like I said, if it's a hot weather, or maybe after you apply, then the rain comes and it washes off some of your EM away. So the EM charcoal will be there to give more supplements, to supply the whatever losses that he has gone.
That means to say you put EM charcoal, you still have to put EMAS.
Yes. And also this EM charcoal has a carbon, so it's also good for your plants as well. So it's like 2 in 1. But of course, this EM charcoal will not be as effective as the live EMAS that you put in.
But actually, may I just say, frankly speaking, I know plants are actually all living things, I mean, the way I see, take care of your plant, look at it, right now. If just say it has been blossoming, it is flowering and it's fruiting, if you ask me, actually, it's okay, you don't have to keep on putting, I mean, it's not something where it's so mechanical, you got to put 3 times a week, for your EMAS. Of course, I know we do respect us, I'm not saying that I don't buy, okay, but to me, I think we must sayang our plant.
Correct.
Look at it, right now I'm glad.
Yes, correct.
Now that my chiku, right now, okay, I put chicken dung, and in fact, of course, I think
This
all this EM thing already. I also know, remember we learned how to do plant juice as well from Mrs. Dorcas Lee. So I put all the plant juice. Now it's fruiting and flowering already, So to me, I'm happy, right? So I think we have to sometimes overdose, our plant.
Yeah.
So I think we use our wisdom now, Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I do not want to, of course, take so much time of our speaker here. I think we always do not want to take people for granted. I think to me, when I tell the speaker it's 1.5 hours, 5 to 6:30 the most, I think we better honor that. Is it all right, huh? I think we better stop at this hour, 6:30 exactly. Okay? Yeah. So don't worry. Mr. Stephen, in fact, is very, very kind. He's still in our Yayasan group. I think he's so kind as to answer questions. Right, but it's okay. Maybe one more question. Do the EM charcoals come in big pieces or small pieces? Mr. Stephen, is it small pieces or big pieces, your EM charcoal?
Small pieces.
Small pieces. Okay.
Small pieces.
Okay, good. So you can put
small pieces.
Just put a little bit everywhere, right? Yeah. I think
Can
that's a
I
good
just ask one more question? Sorry, Helen. Yeah.
Okay, quick.
What's the difference between the bio fertilizer and the EM and the charcoal? EM charcoal.
Ayo, my dear.
What?
No one let me explain to you lah.
No, because we're supposed to put bio fertilizer, then we're supposed to put EM and then we're supposed to put the charcoal. So it seems like the plant is,
Is
we're feeding the plant with so.
Yeah, you are. Let me explain to you. Never mind. EM is fertilizer is different thing. Okay, can never mind. Okay. Well, shall we switch on our video? Okay, and then we will take a photograph, and we will end this session. Let me explain to you, Helen. I call you. Okay, come.
Okay. I'm a newbie. Now you know how newbie I am.
Don't worry.
No problem. Everyone starts from a newbie. It's okay.
I'm glad.
We'll be glad to help. Yeah.
Correct. We are starting to want to
Yes,
plant
good.
edible plants already, which is good. Good. We must give her a clap. Helen said want to go already. She want to have start doing already, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, of course. Good. Yeah. Okay, come, let us. Good. Yeah. Ready? Hi, ready? Come. Shall we? Okay, without thumbs up first. Okay, now without first. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3. And then one more because third page. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now we do thumbs up for our Stephen. Okay, now Stephen, don't put thumbs up because we put thumbs up for you. For you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Thank you, Stephen. Now one more.
Thank you very much.
Second page one. Hold on. And
Thank you, Stephen.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, yeah. For those who have more questions, don't worry. Keep coming to our days and all without fail. Actually, so far we still honor every